and says it straight out here, one man alone cannot see himself. There must be a method for this work. One man alone cannot see himself. Here, when a certain number of people unite together for this purpose, they will even involuntarily help one another. It is a common characteristic of human nature that a man sees the faults. A man sees the faults of others. Let it run. A man sees the faults of others more easily than he sees his own. At the same time, on the path of self-study, he learns that he himself possesses all the faults that he finds in others. There are many things that he does not see in himself, whereas in other people he begins to see them. So other people serve as mirrors in which a man can see himself. So in order to see himself and other people's faults, not merely to see other people's faults, in that one-way sense. So a man must be watchful, on guard, and be very, very sincere. Sincerity is important in this work. Sincerity with oneself, honesty with oneself. He must remember that he is not one. That one part of him is the man who wants to awaken, and the other part is Larry. The other part is James. Ivan. The other part is Petrov, or Zakharov, the jerk-off, who has no desire whatever to awaken and has to be awakened by force. Let's say Petrov as an example. Petrov consists of two parts, I and Petrov. But I is powerless against Petrov. Remember, we're talking about two each one of us consists of two parts, and this is a way to see it, is the I, that is I, and the Larry, that is Larry, the James, that is James, and there is the I, that is I. Furthermore, in the work of self-study, one man begins to accumulate material resulting from self-observation. 20 people will have 20 times as much material. Okay, this is method here of group work. And remember, we're talking about the beginning of work. So basically, the idea is this, that there must be a common aim, a common understanding that we are not who we think we are, that we must observe ourselves. Self-remembering is that separation of oneself from oneself. To separate from who we imagine we are. It's very difficult. This work is struggle. way of voluntarization of friction. And we must remember that these laws are everywhere the same. Laws are everywhere the same. No one is above the law in terms of cosmic law, real world laws. In the real world, no one, no matter what station of life, no matter what uniform he may wear, in what agency of the government or of the United States Armed Forces, or if you're a rank and file member of the Russian army, or some terrorist asshole in Afghanistan somewhere. It doesn't matter who you are, what your station in life is. Laws are everywhere the same.